Welcome to Brag Radio, which is all about being rich and generous. Every week, your host Kandas and best-selling real estate investing author Larry Goins will show you how to be rich and generous by investing in real estate. Broadcasting around the world on the Brag Radio Network from the flagship station WBT in beautiful uptown Charlotte, here are your hosts, the rock stars of real estate, Kandas and Larry.
What's happening? How are you doing, Kandas?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing excellent, Trying to get my mic headphones adjusted here right quick. Yep. So, how are you been?
Me? Good.
Yeah. Hadn't seen you in a while.
We've been together all day.
That's sad, isn't it?
Sad that you think these people don't know. That's what's sad.
I know, right? That's crazy. We actually just, I'm really excited. Thank you guys for listening. Brag Radio, we're all about being rich and generous, as Chad mentioned. And so we teach you how to invest in real estate so you can go out and brag, be rich and generous, and donate your time, donate your money, that sort of thing, and help others in need, right?
Right.
So tell them about the, we actually did a Facebook Live a while back. Tell them about the Veterans Path Up thing that we did.
So we were invited to go out to a dedication ceremony, a ribbon cutting ceremony for Veterans Path Up. And it was the Butler family was receiving a home.
That was awesome.
It was great.
And this guy,
it was great.
This guy blew me away because he's a Marine. He had gotten all kind of honors and badges and medals and things like that. I mean, he was just a phenomenal guy. And to see him and his family stand up there in tears of joy and gratitude about that just blew me away.
It was amazing. Just the love that the community was showing too. There were a ton of people there that had helped sponsor Veterans Path Up, that had worked on the house, that had been part of the actual refurb on the house or rehab on the house.
Right.
And staging company as well. There were tons of people there that had just been part of it, and to see, like you said, just to see the gratitude that the family had, the Butler family had when they got the house. Ken Lacey's doing amazing things with Veterans Path Up. He
really is. And you know what blew me away was that staging organization. I think it's like an association that all the staging companies are members of.
Yeah, she said they had 31 members.
And they went to Ken Lacey, who is the founder of Veterans Path Up, veteranspathup.org, and they went to Ken and said, hey, we want to stage one of your houses. And he said, I really appreciate that, but, you know, all of our recipients are pre-selected,
right,
so we don't really need staging. And they said, no, you don't understand. We want to stage it and then donate all of the furniture.
Just leave the furniture, yeah.
Leave the furniture.
Not
so that was really cool.
It was great. It was great. And it was beautiful. The house was awesome.
It blew me away.
Everything blew you away.
It was awesome. Have I said that before?
Like 5 times already today.
It was huge.
It was huge. It was huge, Jerry. It was huge.
I loved it. It was great. A lot of good people there. We saw a lot of people we know, and we've been working with them for a while and helped them in different ways. And we're going to do a volunteer day on their next project. I'm
working with Aaron. I want to do a demo day. So if you're listening, that's the day I want. That's what our group is good at, is tearing.
That's because you want to tear stuff up.
Crap up. Yeah. That's exactly what I want to do. It takes a little bit of skill, though, to tear stuff up in an organized fashion. So, but still being able to demo, I think, is right up the alley for the group of misfits that we have.
Group of misfits?
To do good, yeah.
How do you mean, Kandas?
We have a bunch of misfits. We do. You're the leader of all of us. So, I think that would be the most fun, is a demo day. But getting our whole office out and doing something with them. I know that you and I get to do a lot with Ken on more of a one-on-one level, and we sponsor Veterans Path Up in a lot of different ways, and have for about a year now. We've been involved with them, it seems like.
At least a year.
So
we've had him on the show here before.
Twice, actually. I feel really blessed that we have a platform where we can be generous like that to organizations with people like Ken running them. It's great.
That's right. And thanks to WBT for allowing us to do that. That's awesome.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Chad.
You're the man, the legend, and the myth.
Why is my purple thing? This is the old one. Where's the new one?
It disappeared. I don't know where it went.
I got spoiled with the new purple one, and now I'm back to the old orange.
The mic screen?
Yeah. Anyway,
mic foam
We've got our
thingy.
best people investigating.
check that out.
Well, maybe we could order our own.
I
Get
need
on
to
Amazon.
just carry it around with me.
Get on Amazon. Bring your own.
Anyway, this show is about investing in real estate and how to be generous with your blessings of time and money that real estate allows you to have. What we wanted to do this week is to start kind of a 2-part series. This will obviously be part 1. We'll go in next week to part 2. But we've gotten a lot of questions, and one of the big topics that we talk about at our 3-day events is marketing. Marketing to buy and then marketing to sell. So this week we want to get into marketing to buy. And then obviously part 2 with next week would be marketing to sell.
That's a great idea, Candace. I love it.
I'm glad
How'd
you
you
had
come
it.
up with that?
I'm glad you had the idea. He always needs so much affirmation. Gosh, big baby.
At least I tell you that I need that, so that way, I can get my ego, taken care of, I guess.
Jeez.
All right, so let's talk about marketing. Okay, if you're just now tuning in, or if you've listened to us before, we talk a lot of different things about real estate. We want to teach you to go out there and invest in real estate. I mean, we've literally had a lot of people that have listened to this show. You're out there listening right now that have listened to this show, that have got your free investors kit, that have come to our office and have gotten involved with us, and now you're doing real estate full time, right?
That's right.
We've had a lot of people, so we teach you a lot on this show, but there's only so much you can do in a radio type medium, right? Because that's like a 30,000 foot view, right? You can't really get down into the filling out contracts and due diligence and all that stuff. But what we want to talk about on this show is marketing to find deals. Because right now, would you say we're in a buyer or a seller's market right now?
What are you trying? Why doesn't he let me answer? He's backing away from the mic. The people on that can see what you do.
Oh, the people who see the video, they
Yes.
can see me giving you the answer.
Yes, we're in a seller's market, Larry.
Okay. Yes, we are, Candace. Great answer. Good job. You have been listening. Well.
This is not a script. This is not. Oh, jeez.
That's right. We are recording this live on video as well, and you can see the video if you'd like on bragradio.com, right?
That's right.
So,
if you want.
if you care to.
Ugh.
So anyway, so yes, we are in a seller's market, which means there are more buyers than sellers. Sellers can pretty much dictate their price. I mean, I know people that are doing fix and flips right now, which I hate. Many of you know. If you're listening to me,
Everybody knows.
You know that I hate fix and flip because I hate rehabs. I hate dealing with contractors. I hate all that stuff. I want to buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. I want to own it 30 minutes, not 30 days or 3 months, okay? So to fix it and flip it. But many of you know that I do hate fix and flip, but I want to buy it and sell it really quick, right? So, and when you do that, you can make money without having to rehab the house. But there's a lot of sellers out there, but there's more buyers than there are sellers. So I know some sellers doing fix and flips that they're actually get multiple bids on every property. They get multiple bids on every property, and people are bidding up the house to hire and hire them out. And what? Why are you laughing at me?
It's just funny. The higher and higher amount.
It is. I mean, they keep bidding it up, like that. And they're making good money, but what that means is it's harder to find good deals, right?
Yeah.
It's harder
Yeah,
to
because
find
they can
good
pretty
deals.
much set their price.
Absolutely.
And not have to worry about it.
So, having said that, you have to do more than just go out and ride around with an agent and look for a house and make an offer on it, because a lot of the houses are going close to retail, at retail, sometimes above retail. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean you can't get a good deal on a house. I mean, we're still buying HUD houses at deep discounts and some MLS houses at deep discounts. But they're fewer and farther in between because we are in a seller's market, right?
Right.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go through many, many, many different ways that you can market, because marketing is basically anything that makes the phone ring, okay?
Right.
And we're going to show you how to make the phone ring off the hook right when we come back from the break, right?
Give us a call, 877-LARRY-GO. We can get you a copy of the Investor's Kit out. Digital if you can't come to the office, but you could pick up the physical if you could swing by. Take an office tour, 877-LARRY-GO or bragradio.com. Listen at that. Who is that?
What do you mean, who is that?
I'm asking you.
That's Van Halen. Yeah, baby. Look, he's even got it looping.
Welcome back to Bragg Radio. This is Kandas here with Larry. Our producer, Chad, has gotten Larry some new music.
I love it. I love it. When can I bring my guitar in here and do the intro music myself?
Anytime you want.
Really?
Sure.
We're going to feed this monster?
Do I need to bring a roadie in to carry my amp?
Yes.
Because it's like on, you'd need like hand trucks and stuff and
right.
a couple of roadies. And
we need somewhere to plug the smoke machine in.
There you go. And the lights.
Yeah.
So it's really the two of you. It's not you feeding him. You're in there with him, aren't you?
I'm going to sing while he plays.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
That'd be awesome. I'd love it.
In the radio voice?
No, my real one.
Okay.
Your
all
real
right.
voice.
Mm-hmm. All right. We need to do that.
All right. Let's do it. Hey. That'd be awesome. I'd love it.
We can be the entertainment at the next 3-day event.
Hey. It's not like we haven't done that before.
We have done it.
We used to have an event called Investor Palooza. I bet you like that name, don't you?
That's awesome.
Yeah. We used to do that. And I had a band. I'd play live.
Saturday night entertainment.
We'd have about 12 speakers come in over 3 days and teach different forms of real estate investing in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was cool. It was a lot of fun.
Cool.
So, all right, we got to get back to real estate, right?
Right. So before we went to the break, we were talking about, you said that you were going to go over many ways for people to buy, like with marketing to buy.
That's right. That is right. So, first of all, I want to tell you, a lot of people ask me, when we have deals, like we have some deals right now that we're selling for like $49.9, $39.9, $59.9. We have one for like $179.9, I believe. But they're at a deep discount, right? And the first thing people always say is, how did you get this deal? Where did you find this deal? Well, the standard answer is, when I found it, it wasn't a deal, right?
Right, which is true. I mean, we don't just, there's only been a few houses that we bought close to or above list price. Right. Everything else has been negotiated way down.
Well, that's because when you know value, I could pay list price or more when I know value, when I know that they've mispriced it, and I can pick it up. Like we picked up one a while back. We paid $45 for it. It was listed for $44, but we sold it for $89.9 and didn't touch it, right? We knew it was a discount.
That's right.
Already. So anyway, a lot of people say, where did you find that deal? When we found it, it wasn't a deal, okay? And remember, guys, when you're marketing, when you're generating leads, the older they get, the colder they get. That's very, very important. The older they get, the colder they get.
Important, very important.
Very important. And the thing about it is you can't steal in slow motion. So when you start marketing and you make the phone ring, you have got to be in a position to answer that phone, because if somebody needs to sell their house and they need to sell it fast, right?
Now you can see what that sound is.
I snapped at the wrong time. So when they need to sell their house and they need to sell it fast, then, they're not going to wait around. If you don't answer the phone, they're going to call somebody else.
Right.
They're going to go online. They're going to find somebody else.
Yeah, they're on a mission to sell. So.
Exactly. Now, the thing you got to remember is with generating leads, there's basically two different types of property. There's on market and off market, okay? On market is like listed on the MLS. That could be on MLS, on Realtor.com, on Zillow.com, which Zillow has buy owner properties and listed property on the MLS. Realtor.com, Zillow.com, and HUD Home Store is a listed property. It has an agent, as well as Hubzu, some of the other sites like that as well, right?
Right.
So that's the listed property. Then you have the off-market properties, okay? Those are the properties that you can really get the discounts on, okay? Because most people who need to sell their house fast, right, they don't list their property with an agent, because typically an agent is going to want a 6-month listing,
right?
Okay? They're going to want a 6-month listing at least, okay? So that's the reason they don't list it with an agent. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. The very first way you can do it is on Craigslist. Post your own ad on Craigslist. Now, some people will post ads for their properties on Craigslist, okay? They'll post their property on Craigslist, and you can get some good deals on Craigslist sometimes. But if you'll put your own ad out there that says "We Buy Houses," like you'll see our ads. If you go to Craigslist and you type in "I buy houses," "We buy houses," whatever, you'll see our ads come up, okay? Right. Our ads will come up because we run ads and we renew them every single week. That's the thing about Craigslist. You want to renew them every single week, okay? And if you put them under real estate, it's under real estate wanted, a residential real estate, and then post your ad, and you always got to put some kind of a picture. Mm-hmm. I put a picture of our bandit sign, right, that says LarryBuysHouses.com.
Why don't you use Gabby Buys on Craigslist?
I do. Okay. I use both of them.
Okay.
I use both of them. So, okay, now that you've said Gabby, so I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, sorry.
There's a lot of people that hearing that, and they'll see our signs. Now I know who Gabby is. But we are Gabby Buys Houses, and we are LarryBuysHouses.com. And so we run those ads for Gabby Buys and Larry Buys as well. Who do you think gets more calls?
Gabby.
Gabby gets a lot more calls than Larry because they don't know who Larry is, but they know they'd rather sell their house to Gabby than to Larry. Okay,
right.
They could trust a Gabby more than they could trust a Larry.
Now she is a real person, though.
She absolutely is a real person.
Make that distinction.
She used to work with us,
right?
Actually, so that kind of leads us into the next thing is bandit signs. The bandit signs, the We Buy Houses bandit signs. We buy houses, I buy houses, or Gabby buys houses,
right?
Or Kandas buys houses, because you own KandasBuysHouses.com, right?
Right.
Yeah, because I made you buy it. Right.
Right.
So no one else would get it.
That is why I own it.
So no one else would get it, right? So anyway, I think we own. No, I don't think we own for my wife's name. I don't think we do. But anyway, somebody does. But anyway, bandit signs. You get these signs, and we get ours at BanditSigns.com. That's where we get them. And you can order them, and they'll drop ship them to you. They'll drop ship the stands. Now, here's the thing about stands. You can pay a company like BanditSigns.com or any other local sign company. Now, a local sign company, I've used them. Some of them are great for when you need something in a real hurry.
Like a rush job, yeah.
A rush job. Mm-hmm. But if you're going to order a quantity like 100 or 250 or 500 or 1,000 signs, you're going to need to go to somebody like BanditSigns.com to get a discount.
That's all they do. Otherwise,
you're going to pay $6, $7, I've seen as much as $12 per sign. That's crazy. So you need to order them from somebody like BanditSigns.com. I'm not getting a commission. I'm not telling you to use them because of that.
We should, though.
We really should. Absolutely. As many people as we send there. They're out of Texas, and I know the owner very well, and he takes really good care of our students. So if you tell him Larry referred you, he'll take really good care of you. Anyway, you order your signs from there, get you a phone number from an organization like Freedom Voice or from Call 8, K-A-L-L, the number 8.com, or CallRail, C-A-L-L-R-A-I-L, or Call Fire, C-A-L-L-F-I-R-E.com. Any one of those will get you a number that you can have forwarded to any voicemail,
right,
to any system or CRM or whatever you have your leads go into. Ours go into Podio.
And we use Freedom Voice.
freedomvoice.com. And you can get your numbers. You can have local numbers. You can have toll-free numbers. If I ever order a toll-free number, like a vanity number,
right,
like 855 Larry Buys or 855 Gabby Buys, which we own both of those, I buy those numbers at tollfreenumbers.com.
Right.
And there's a lot more about these marketing techniques and more in my latest edition of the Real Estate Day Trading book, right?
Right, and you can get that. There's a copy of it that's included with the Investor's Kit. If you guys are close enough to the office, you can come by and pick up the Investor's Kit, the physical version, take a tour, meet everybody. If you're not, you can request the digital version, and I can send that out to your email. We've also got a couple 3-days scheduled. We just reset our 3-day calendar for 2018. So if you want to know what cities we're going to, give the office a call, 877-LARRY-GO, 877-LARRY-GO.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Just keep it going, Chad. Awesome.
I'm back. Sorry. Business never sleeps. Oh, he's bouncing now, too. You got him bouncing.
That's
Chad's
awesome.
got the head bob happening.
That is awesome.
This is
That's
dangerous.
awesome.
This is dangerous.
The Bragg Rock and Roll Show. I love it. I love it. That's great.
Hey, do you know, we've been doing a lot of planning. And now that you're talking, you just did the whole new Van Halen music you've got for him. We are redoing our Inner Circle programs, and we're giving them new names. And they
Check it out. Check this out.
They are like rock and roll.
Now, our Inner Circle programs are programs where we work one-on-one, hand-in-hand with our close students.
Right.
And help them do their first deal and get up and running and close deals, and we take them by the hand and help them do deals.
Right.
Right?
That's right.
So we've got different levels, right?
Different levels.
So
different
check
levels.
this out.
So the top level, the mastermind level, is the Hall of Fame. Right?
Do you like that, Chad?
I do.
Then you've got the legend levels. There is a 3-month level, a 6-month level, and a 12-month level of legends. Then there's a headliner. And then there's a weekend warrior.
Okay.
Right?
Hey.
Isn't that nice? It's very authentic. It fits
is.
with who he is
Definitely.
and who we are as a company.
I love it. And we've added a lot to these programs.
Oh, they are so beefed up. I'm so excited.
I know. I'm fired up about it. We're getting ready to launch them and release them.
I know. We haven't done that yet. We haven't launched them or released them yet, but yeah, I'm really excited. They're a lot more beefed up than they used to be. So it's going to be interesting.
I'm fired up about it. I'm excited.
We thought you'd like the names, though.
I like them a lot.
Yeah.
We thought you would.
The Weekend Warrior, Headliner, Legend, Hall of Famer.
Legend. Wait for it. Dairy. So How I Met Your Mother reference.
Good job. Good job.
They all can be gold.
Let's go, Jerry Gold.
And we're back to real estate.
It's like the Ovaltine bit, right?
Round team, Jerry.
So,
Get it, Candace. Get it.
I get it.
Okay.
We were just talking about different ways of marketing to buy. This is part 1 of a 2-part series on marketing. So where did you leave off? We were talking about bandit signs.
We were talking about bandit signs, those little yellow signs with the black letters, which, by the way, yellow with black letters signifies budget in people's minds subconsciously. It's like I can get a good deal, right? I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm serious.
You've done the research.
I have done the
I
research.
believe you.
I do a lot of research about marketing.
I get it.
I do a lot of research about marketing. So bandit signs, just don't put them up where they're illegal, okay? Like in the city of Charlotte, right? They're not legal in the city of Charlotte. You have to go out in the county outside of the city limits, all right? Besides, there's a ton of competition in the city anyway, right? There's a ton of competition in the city, so you got to get outside the city limits into the smaller bedroom communities and, to do your marketing. So you need bandit signs, you need Craigslist ads, you need business cards. You got to have business cards, okay? And you can get them at Vistaprint. You can. Here's a great card. You need to be unique, okay? You got to be unique, and you got to hand them
authentic.
out. Be authentic. Be unique. And hand them out to everybody you see at gas stations everywhere. And one of the business cards that I used to give out all the time when I was first getting started was $1 million bill.
With his picture on it.
With your picture on the
His
front.
big mug on the front.
It did
yeah.
have my picture on the front of it, right?
With
But
a
on the back-
mustache.
but on the back, it had all my contact information. Stop
That's
it.
how old they were.
Stop it. I haven't had to use them in a long time, right?
We don't have them. We burned them.
No, we didn't.
effigy.
I still have some bricks of them. I do. They come in bricks.
That's because
right?
you're a pack rat. It's not
Why
because.
are you giving me such a hard time?
Oh, you make it so easy.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
He
So-
knows I hate that.
So, I know, right? Appreciate you. That's just like, whatever.
I hate it. You can't even
That's
put
another-
the A on the front of it. Just don't even say it.
That's another term for whatever, right? Appreciate
I
you.
can't stand it.
So business cards, get your $1 million business cards at $1,000,000source.com. $1,000,000source.com. Now myself, I don't hand out business cards anymore because I have people. I got people in the office that buy. I've got, well, I do. I don't mean that in a bad way. What?
No, it's a good thing. One day you'll have people too. If you want people, one day you'll have people too. And you won't have to hand out business cards.
I guess that did sound kind of bad. Oh. You can't stop laughing, can you?
I can't breathe.
One day you'll have people too. So
I don't
anyway,
have business cards right now because I have a Courtney. You say call Kandas, I say call Courtney. It's like
funny.
It's a train now.
That is funny. So yeah, I don't have business cards for that anymore, but I did get some business cards recently, and to just hand out to a select few people. Right?
And they're still different. They're not shaped like a guitar or anything, though, like I would have imagined.
But guess what? They're metal cards. They look like a black Amex card, right? A big, thick metal card that when you drop it, it clinks.
Gotta love that thump factor.
Exactly. Look, Chad's getting ready to show us his black Amex card. Look at that.
Hey, his has a guitar on it.
It's got a sunburst Strat on it.
Yes, it does.
I know.
That's
I
so
have a
sad.
69 Stratocaster. That same color.
This is a real estate show. I keep telling myself, I'm sure everybody listening tells themselves the same thing.
I know, right?
It's about real
We're
estate.
talking
It's
about
about real
marketing
estate.
properties. Okay.
Business cards, you got to get business cards.
You got to get business cards. I got mine at metalcards.com, and they're very, very expensive. I mean, for like $250, it was like $500, I believe.
Does accounting know this?
Yeah.
They're
They
not
do
going to be
now.
happy. They're not
They
going to
do
be happy.
now.
They're not going to be happy.
But anyway, I'm not going to give them. I mean, I keep like 2 in my pocket, okay? I'm not giving them out to many
You don't expect to meet
people.
many people, do you?
Well, I have people.
When you're getting started and you're wanting everybody to know who you are, you better have a bunch of these things everywhere.
That's funny.
Hire somebody to put flyers on cars for you in parking lots of Home Depot.
That's
and
funny. It's called Street Team.
Lowe's,
now
yeah.
that you mention it, it's called a Street Team.
Is that on there? You have Street Team on there?
No, but
You
that's
should
a
add
part
it.
of the bandit signs. Have a street team to go out and put your bandit signs out, and you use an app to track that called simplecrew.com. Simplecrew.com. Now, at Simple Crew, it's an app, and you're going to have, there's 2 minutes left, Candace.
2 minutes? Oh, my gosh.
In this segment. There's an app called Simple Crew. Now, you're going to pay for the app, but you can hire somebody to go put out your signs and pay them $1 or so per sign. People think that's not much money. But if they can put out 15, 20 signs an hour, that's $15, $20 an hour right there. Right? And they put out 2 or 3 at intersections and whatnot. Anyway, Simple Crew app will keep track of it for them. Right? Mm-hmm. All they do is they download the app. It's free. You sign them up as your street team member. They put the sign out. They take a picture of it. It geotags it, tells you who put it out and when they put it out. And then you can pay them based on how many signs they put out. So it's a great way to do that. And there's so many more ways. We're going to talk about direct mail and some other online marketing sources as well when we come back from the break in a minute. But guys, get you some bandit signs, get some Craigslist ads going, and a vehicle sign too. Vehicle sign too. Now it's 1 minute. Yeah. So
We're not talking about that stuff when we come back.
we're not. We're talking about. We've got a bragger, right?
We should have.
We got a bragger
We can
coming
get her on
back.
the phone.
Okay, good. So here's another thing right quick. I got less than a minute left. Vehicle sign, name tag,
This
license
might
plate frame,
take more than 2 weeks.
flyers, attorneys, CPAs.
Just get
attorney
registered for a 3-day
references.
event.
Yeah, that's right.
Call
Or
our
get your
office, get registered for a 3-day event, or get the investor's kit, or ask me any of these questions when you call 877-LARRY-GO, or visit bragradio.com to check out this show archive as soon as it hits and all past show archives. Bragradio.com, or give us a call at 877-LARRY-GO, or email me at info@bragradio.com. Like I said, we can get you the digital investor's kit sent out to your email, the physical kit if you can come by the office. Signed up for a 3-day event, talk about our mentoring, coaching opportunities. anything and everything like that. 877-LARRY-GO. Welcome back to Bragg Radio. This is Kandas here with Larry, who's
What's
busy
up?
right now. Chad's got him new music. It's been playing when we come back from every segment. So
You've been working on our playlist, haven't you?
Very hard, yes.
I know, you can tell, man. I love it. And he's got it to where it keeps going for a little while, too. I love that.
So excited. It's going to be, he's going to talk about this all next week.
I love it. I love it. It's exciting. So this is your favorite segment of Bragg Radio.
Fourth segment time, highlight time. That's right. I love this segment. We talk about students that are doing good in the world. And this week we have Suzanne, and she's doing great in the world, not just good in the world.
Hickory, what's up?
Hi, guys. Hi, Kandas. Hi, Larry. How are you?
I got to tell everybody why I call you
Good.
Hickory, because you're from Hickory, where I'm from.
I'm from Hickory. That's right.
First time I met you, you said, "Hey, Larry, guess what? I'm from Hickory, too." So I started calling you Hickory ever since, right?
It's crazy, and I haven't lived here since high school, so now I'm back. I'm trying to relearn all the streets and, where
Has it really changed that much?
Let me tell you something.
Well,
Hickory is the most messed up street names of any city I know. Am I right?
My
Am I
mom
right?
and I were just talking about that earlier. We said
Mama
got-
Hickory.
You got
Mama
First
Hickory.
Avenue Drive Southwest, First Avenue Street Northeast. I mean, it's messed up.
It's like they didn't even try to be logical, but, we love it here.
Or creative.
Oh, I love
Everything
Hickory.
is first,
It's a
second,
great
I love Hickory.
direction.
Now, guys, just so you know, Suzanne's one of our Inner Circle Apprentice students. She just came to our office just literally a couple weeks ago, and she actually brought her mom one day, and I started calling her Mama Hickory, right?
That's
The whole
right.
office did.
Yeah, we all went on the bus tour. It was great.
Mama loved it, didn't she?
She sure did. That was a fun day.
Good.
That's awesome. That's
Good.
awesome. So, Suzanne, I know ever since we've known each other, I mean, you've been talking about a charity that's near and dear to you, and we wanted to have you. I know you're just kind of getting back started in real estate, and we're helping you with that, but we really wanted to bring you on just mainly to talk about your charity so you could plug that and push people out to it. So, we got a little bit of time here. So why don't you first, before you do that, tell us a little bit about yourself and about, what you're doing in real estate, and then jump right into the charity.
Sure thing. And I appreciate the opportunity to do this, Larry and Kandas. Thank you so much. It's a very special segment of your program. So, as you mentioned, I'm from North Carolina originally, but I had moved out to Dallas, Texas for about 5 or 6 years, and I was doing some commercial investing, looking at multifamily and self-storage, and just, obviously met some new friends, and I like to do volunteer work when I get to a new place because it's just easy to make new friends that way, right? So I met a lady by the name of Debbie. She's one of my best friends, and actually she's from North Carolina too. So see how everything ties back together. Anyway, Debbie and her daughter Jessica. Now Jessica, her daughter, actually works for the organization. It's called Hope Kids, and it's just such a fabulous charity. And I don't know if they describe it this way, but I like to kind of describe it as Make-A-Wish on more of a regional scale. So they plan events and activities that are open to all families who have a child with a life-threatening illness. So, that's the important part, that it's a life-threatening illness. And,
Right.
It's a chance for these families to get together and just have basically an ongoing calendar of events. So they just really keep the families busy as much as they can, doing fun activities. There are all kinds of sporting events, concerts, picnics. They do 3 or 4 big, huge fundraisers at every year. And I got to take place in the Walk for Hope right before I left. So they just, they raise all this money, and so all of the events are completely free to the entire family that has a child with a life-threatening illness. So this organization was started in 2001 in Arizona, and they currently have 5 chapters, Larry and Kandas.
Right.
Unfortunately, none of those are on the East Coast, so that's kind of my goal, is to kind of help them facilitate a chapter on the East Coast. But currently, their 5 chapters are in North Texas. That's right around Dallas, which is where I became familiar with them. And they also have a chapter in Phoenix, Minneapolis, Denver, and they just opened one up in Kansas City. So every 2 years, their goal is to open up a new chapter. So
wow, that's pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it's great. So they just want to touch as many lives as they can. So the next one that they have coming up will be in 2019, and I don't know where that city will be, but we hope to get them to the East Coast as fast as possible because it's a great organization.
Right.
Well, when we were on the bus tour, if I'm not mistaken, I mentioned to you that you should probably open up a chapter on the East Coast.
You did tell me that. You sure did. I had on my Hope Kids shirt, and you picked up on that. And, I appreciate you guys even mentioning that because that's been, very heavy on my mind, and I've prayed a lot about that. And, currently they're serving over 3,000 families. So,
wow, that's great.
Just to be able to touch as many lives as possible would be wonderful.
That's great.
Incredible.
That's really, really good. If there's anything at all that we can do to help with that or to help you with that, because as passionate as you are about it, I really believe that you would be a great facilitator of a chapter on the East Coast. And if there's anything at all that we can do or any of our listeners can do to help you, please don't hesitate to reach out to us for that.
Absolutely. And I think the big thing is just maybe showing you that there's an interest in an outreach here on the East Coast. So their website is hopekids.org. And anyone can go to that site, read about their mission, about their work. You can obviously make a donation. But just, as much as we can spread the word among your listeners, that would be great because it's just, I've never had a child with a life-threatening illness, but I can only imagine what you go through. And when you guys were out in Dallas-Fort Worth is when I mentioned this charity to you, and right. I, kind of made an announcement on stage. And right after that, actually that same weekend that you were there, they had a child that died. And the child at that point, well, she was an adult, really. She was 20 years old, so she came into the program as a child, and, they never ever leave the program. Their family is always included in everything that's done, even after the child passes away in that case. So, just the impact of that and the outreach and to have that support when you go through something like that is just incredible.
It really is. It really is. And it's very sad what they're going through, but, people are out there living their lives every day and don't really think about things like this until they hear about something like this on the radio and how it touches certain people's lives. And there's a lot going on in this world right now, in the country, in the world. But, I've said this for a long time. Nobody can help everybody, but everybody can help somebody. And Hope Kids is your somebody, and they're helping a lot of people. What was that website again?
Larry, it's hopekids.org.
That's great.
And please, I just encourage all your listeners to go there. If nothing else, just to find out about the organization and spread the word. I mean, if you're not able to help financially, you can talk about the charity to your friends and family and your coworkers, and let's just put the word out there. I think is the best way to take care of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And no matter where you live or where you're listening to this from, you can help Hope Kids and even inquire about opening up a chapter in your local area, wherever it is that you live. Maybe you could open up a chapter. And if there's anything we can do to help you with that, Suzanne, please let us know. And thank you so much for being on today.
Well, thank you, Larry, and thank you, Kandas. And so far, I've been able to give more of my time than my money. I'm giving money too, but obviously I'm a new student, so hoping to close some good deals so that I can really support them the way I would like to. And I really appreciate the opportunity to mention them. Thank you so much again.
Thank you very much, and that is going to wrap up today's Bragg Radio, leading the world to be rich and generous. For more information about what Larry and Kandas talked about on today's show, or to get a free investor's kit, call 877-LARRY-GO. That's 877-527-7946. You can also go to braggradio.com. Make sure to tune in every Saturday for Bragg Radio, leading the world to be rich and generous. Larry and Kandas will show you how to invest in real estate and the many ways real estate creates the ideal investment here on News 1110 99.3 WBT.